from my point of view, would love all three of them to extend their contracts. But I don't know. They didn't tell me. If you ask me, if you want to know that. But we could text him now. Maybe we get an answer.
Liverpool's transfer strategy this January looks less like strengthening for a title push and more like preparing for a fire sale.
Speaking of Salah, he was outstanding once again, Gabby, and the Athletic are reporting that Liverpool will soon make him a final contract offer to extend, and that they've already submitted one for Virgil van Dijk.
January 1st is a deadline you need to think about, because that is when they are legally allowed to speak to other teams and sign pre-contracts. So you want to get those in to have a benchmark. I think it's also, frankly, a courtesy to the player, which they owe Virgil van Dijk, saying, this is our initial offer. If you go out, you get better ones, come back to us and we see if we can improve it or not. That's the way it's supposed to work. That's what we're going to do with Salah. I think they feel actually, and I'm in the minority here, I think they feel pretty confident about Mohamed Salah staying without having to break the bank. Because you know my thoughts. This whole, pay him what he wants is so stupid and irresponsible.
Liverpool fans are facing a challenging January as the club's recent form has resulted in their lead at the top of the Premier League being slashed to just 4 points, following Arsenal's victory over Tottenham. The club's hopes of bolstering their squad in the January transfer window have not been met with much optimism either. High-profile targets such as Martin Zubimendi and Kavisha Kvaratskhelia are seemingly no longer viable options, leaving supporters questioning what the future holds. While the club's league position remains positive for the time being, reports emerging from Saudi Arabia hint at a potentially damaging summer for Liverpool. Mega FM, a media outlet in the region, has claimed that both Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk will be making moves to the Middle East when their contracts with Liverpool expire at the end of this season. This would mark a seismic shift for the team, with two of their most influential players heading to Al Hilal, who reportedly reached agreements with both stars. For Salah, this move could see him earn a staggering £32.5 million per year, an offer that could be difficult to turn down, particularly with the financial muscle that the Saudi Pro League now wields.
Saudi club Al Hilal are ready to launch a bid for Mohamed Salah if he wants to leave Liverpool.
On a more positive note for the Reds, there are some glimmers of hope. Milos Kerkez, the highly regarded left-back from Bournemouth, has expressed a preference for joining Liverpool over rivals Manchester United and Manchester City. The Hungarian fullback could be a key target for Arne Slot as he looks to strengthen his squad and add depth to the left-back position. With the player reportedly keen on making the move to Anfield, Liverpool now appear to be in a favorable position to secure his signature ahead of their Premier League rivals.
Neymar Jr., made official by Jorge Jesus, the manager of Al Hilal, I was saying that Neymar Jr. will not be registered for the second half of the season in the team of Al Hilal. What does it mean? That Neymar Jr. could really consider to leave Al Hilal immediately.
On a related note, reports are surfacing that Chicago Fire are in talks to sign Neymar, currently at Al Hilal. Neymar, whose contract expires in the summer, is not expected to be registered for the second half of the Saudi Pro League season, and MLS could be his next destination. Al Hilal manager Jorge Jesus confirmed that Neymar will not be registered for the second half of the Saudi Pro League season and will only be able to play in the Asian Champions League. He said Neymar will not be registered in the team for the championship. He can participate in the Asian Champions League. The Saudi League is one of the best leagues in the world. All Al Hilal players can play for any club in Europe. Neymar can no longer play at the level we are used to. Things have become difficult for him, unfortunately. He is still under contract with Al Hilal, and it may be up to him to decide his future. It depends on the administration. The January transfer window has been active for other clubs as well, with a range of moves potentially on the horizon. Chelsea has joined the growing list of clubs showing interest in Manchester United's Marcus Rashford. Tottenham Hotspur and West Ham United had previously been linked with the England forward, but Manchester United has made it clear that they will not allow Rashford to join a Premier League rival. This could set the stage for a move abroad, with Rashford's future uncertain as he struggles to find consistent form at Old Trafford.
Borussia Dortmund are now pushing to sign Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford. According to Sky in Germany, they understand the internal talks were held and the club have made the decision to pursue the England international on loan. AC Milan are also very concrete in their interest and are actively trying to secure a deal themselves.
Meanwhile, Napoli is reportedly keen on signing Manchester United winger Alejandro Garnacho. The Italian club has already offered the 20-year-old a 5-year contract, and there are suggestions that they could finalize the deal this month. However, the transfer is not a foregone conclusion, as Tottenham Hotspur has emerged as a potential rival in the race for the Argentine signature. Garnacho's future remains up in the air as multiple clubs chase his services.
Now, we know Manchester United do not really want to sell Garnacho in this transfer window. Ruben Amorim had a slight issue with him earlier on in the season. You remember he missed the Manchester derby, but he's back in the first team now. Amorim spoke in glowing terms about him yesterday. He put him in the starting lineup against Arsenal the weekend in Manchester United's victory.
In a move that could shake up the Premier League, Paris Saint-Germain is said to be preparing a €50 million bid for Tottenham's Radu Dragusin. The Parisian club is hoping to bring the Romanian centre-back to the Parc des Princes, with Tottenham seeking to replace him with Inter Milan's Alessandro Bastoni. Paris Saint-Germain is expected to make their move soon, but negotiations could prove to be complex as Tottenham tries to secure a suitable replacement. Another potential departure from Liverpool could be the sale of Luis Diaz. Barcelona is preparing a bid worth around €70 million for the winger. The Catalan Giants are keen to add Diaz to their ranks. And with Liverpool's current situation in the transfer market, the deal could materialize in the summer. However, Liverpool would likely be reluctant to part with one of their key attackers, particularly given the uncertainty surrounding the futures of Salah and Van Dijk. At the same time, the transfer window is heating up elsewhere in Europe. Arsenal is reportedly interested in bringing in a new forward this month, with Sporting CP's Victor Gyökeres and Brentford's Brian Mbeumo both being considered as potential targets. Arsenal's attacking options have come under scrutiny this season, and the club is hoping to strengthen their squad as they aim to maintain their challenge for the Premier League title. One potential transfer saga that could unfold in the coming months revolves around Liverpool's Trent Alexander-Arnold. There have been whispers that Real Madrid could make a move for the right back, potentially as early as this month. Spanish outlet El Chiringuito suggests that Real Madrid could negotiate a deal for around £30 to £35 million, a price that Liverpool may be willing to entertain. Trent's future at Anfield has been the subject of much debate in recent seasons, and while he remains one of the club's best players, this latest report suggests that the Spanish Giants are keeping a close eye on him.
We understand Trent Alexander-Arnold has not verbally agreed a pre-contract with Real Madrid to join at the end of the season, despite those reports in Spain.
Despite this, there are positive moves for Liverpool off the pitch. Milos Kerkez's desire to join Liverpool over Manchester United and Manchester City is a promising development for Slot's side. The left-back has shown considerable promise this season, and his preference for Anfield gives Liverpool a real opportunity to bring him into the fold. The addition of Kerkez could provide valuable competition for Kostas Tsimikas, further strengthening the squad for the remainder of the season. With Liverpool facing pressure to act quickly in the transfer market, Slot will need to balance short-term solutions with long-term ambitions. The club's early season dominance has been tempered by recent performances, but there is still time to make crucial signings that could help propel Liverpool back to the top of the Premier League. In Italy, Serie A clubs are also gearing up for action. Barcelona's Dani Olmo is reportedly a target for Juventus as the Italian giants look to strengthen their squad. Olmo's future at Barcelona has been uncertain, and Juventus sees him as an ideal addition to their midfield. However, the situation remains fluid, with Barcelona's financial struggles complicating any potential move. Elsewhere in Europe, Milan is reportedly interested in either Marcus Rashford or Manchester City's Kyle Walker. However, due to Serie A regulations limiting the number of British players a club can register, Milan may have to choose between the two. Walker, who is reportedly being pursued by the Italian club, is seen as the more realistic option due to Rashford's high wage demands. Meanwhile, Chelsea's Renato Vega is drawing interest from Borussia Dortmund. Despite limited playing time at Stamford Bridge, Vega's potential has caught the attention of the Bundesliga side, who may be willing to pay more than the £12 million Chelsea spent to sign him from Basel. The move could be beneficial for both clubs, as Vega seeks more first-team opportunities while Chelsea aims to recoup some of their recent spending. Facing a crisis up front with both Nicholas Füllkrug and Mikhail Antonio sidelined, West Ham United is reportedly on the hunt for a new striker. The Hammers have been linked with a move for Brighton's Evan Ferguson, though securing a deal for the promising forward could prove difficult. A more realistic target may be Atalanta's Emmanuel Latte Lath, who could be available for £16 million. West Ham is in urgent need of reinforcements, and a swift move for Latte Lath could offer a short-term solution. Atalanta is eyeing a move for Everton's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. The English striker, whose contract is set to expire in the summer, could be available at a cut-price deal, with Atalanta eager to add him to their squad for the remainder of the season. This transfer would strengthen their bid for the Serie A title and a spot in next season's Champions League, but Everton's position on the deal remains unclear. At Leicester City, a potential defensive reinforcement is on the horizon. The Foxes are reportedly close to signing Parma right-back Woyo Koulibaly, who has been left out of the team's recent matches. Koulibaly is expected to join Leicester, with Parma looking to cash in on the player, while Leicester seeks to improve their defensive options. This transfer could set the stage for further movement in the Premier League as clubs continue to monitor players with expiring contracts or those who could be available at a bargain price. As the January transfer window continues, clubs across Europe are assessing their options and making moves to strengthen their squads. While Liverpool's transfer activity may be limited for now, the potential exits of Salah and Van Dijk could lead to a more significant rebuilding effort in the summer. So, what are your thoughts about this? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.